Hello boys and girls, very good morning to you all. So I am going to talk about something which you all will be requiring, because you are going to enter into the adolescent age group. Somebody have entered already, 12th standard students. You are all worried about your attractive skin. That is the important thing you require. Other than that, you are not worried about the diabetes or whatever it is. So what is skin? So skin is the largest organ in our body, and it is one which protects all the other organs in the body. But it does the functions of almost all the other organs. If you take for example excretory function of the kidney, even skin also does the excretory function of the kidney. So it produces electrolytes are managed by the skin as it is thing. So this is the largest organ and it is a protective organ. So what does it do? So it is a very large organ we have told, and it is what is the size of the organ? So it is about 20 square feet totally. It is going to be there. So it is very large in that sense, and every fourth week it is going to shed, like your snake. That old skin is shed and the new skin is formed, and every minute in the skin 40 to 50,000 cells are dying and falling off. And if you take for example some dust in your house, you all think that dust is coming from outside, from the wind it is bringing the dust into your house, but it is not. 50 to 60% of our house dust is made up of all the family members' skin cells which have fallen every minute. So every minute, what is the number? It is 30 to 40, 40 to 50 sometimes. So summer it is going to be more, winter it is going to be less. So we are shedding so much of dust and we are creating so much of dust. So that is the problem with the skin shedding. But we are not worried about that, because it is going to happen. The dead people have to go, the leaves fall off after their age is over. Similarly, our cells are going out. And what is the protective function? So it is going to prevent the pathogens. What are pathogens? Pathogens are bacteria, fungus, virus, whatever it is, which produce disease in our body. So this is going to stop the entry of the organisms which produce damage to our organs. So this is the protective function, and it is as neurologically, if you think, it is a sensory function, it is doing that. So sensory, your sensation is important. So without sensation you cannot walk, you cannot feel the organs, feel the body of the other people, feel the paper, pen, etc. So the sensation, which is the most important thing of our system, is managed by our skin, which is the largest body again, and it has got some secretory functions also. What is the secretory function? The thing is called sebum. Our body produces sebum, that is the oil which is in the face and other areas, that is going to be secreted, and it has got some antiseptic properties also. So that is an important thing in the thing. Then it is thermoregulatory. Thermo means heat. So it is regulating heat when it is sweating in the summer. So you all know sweating is producing water. So this water is going to get evaporated. So evaporation produces cooling. That is the physics. So evaporation produces cooling. Summer we need cooling effect, and our body immediately produces more sweat, and it is air conditioning our body. So this is a free air conditioner which is given by the God to us. It is a manufacturing unit. What is the manufacturing unit called? Skin. What is it producing actually? It is the vitamin D that is produced by the skin. So when you are exposed to sunlight, this skin produces vitamin D. So it is a secretory function, and it is a manufacturing function, and it is a protective function. Everything is incorporated into one largest organ of the body. That is the peculiarity of this thing. And it produces a water balance. Kidney also produces water balance, and this also has got some water balance. So winter, if you say there will not be any sweat at all, so you will be having more urination. Summer you will not have urination, it produces more sweating. So this kind of a balance is there. Winter we need more, because our body becomes dry during the winter. So we need more water things. So we are going to see some diseases which can affect us. So you are all young boys and girls, and what are the things we can have. So from head to foot Shall we go like that, or shall we go fungus, bacteria and organism like that? Will be easier, but we will mix both. So if you go from the top, from the scalp, what is it going to be? Everybody is worried about dandruff. We call it as seborrheic dermatitis. Already I talked about sebum. When the sebum is more, when the oil is more, what happens? This oil attracts dust and some fungi also. So these fungus which comes and settles in the scalp, it grows because of the humidity you are having. So you will not be taking regular bath, especially those who are in the hostels may not be taking a bath regularly, and you go for a football or cricket, you sweat a lot and the oil is there, water is there and humidity increases. When the humidity increases, the fungus overgrow. When the fungus grows and then it dies, and after dying it has to fall down again. So this dead fungus which is falling down from your scalp is called dandruff. It is not a disease, really speaking, it is the effect of the fungus which is acting on our scalp skin. So this fungus is going to produce, when it dies, some chemicals are released. So that produces itching. So what happens? Dandruff produces itching. So itching produces friction. Friction produces more itching. This becomes a irreversible cycle. So this annoys parents and you also. So this is going to be the problem with the dandruff. So we now know what is dandruff, what is the cause of the dandruff. So how we are going to eliminate, come out of this problem. So this is a simple thing. First thing is, you should take bath regularly. That is the first thing. So if you are going to take bath regularly, what happens? This dead fungus will be eliminated from the top layer of the skin and you will not be having any problem. Sometimes it is very deep also. So what we have to do then? We have to take a shampoo bath. So how to take a shampoo bath? Many people, when they take a shampoo bath, what they do? If I ask you physically, many people will be answering, sir, we will take some shampoo, we will put it in some water and then we will apply. But unfortunately what we tell is, don't dilute the shampoo. Already the shampoo is a diluted thing. It has got 1% ketoconazole, 2% clotrimazole, something it is already having. And diluted thing, if you are going to dilute with, many of the people will be taking 1 teaspoonful of shampoo and around 10 to 15 ml of water. So this is diluted further. So if you are having a fever, the doctor will be prescribing 250 milligram of paracetamol. And if you take 125 milligram, will it work? It will not work. Similarly, when the shampoo dilution is more, the chemical within the shampoo will not work. So what we advise is, never ever dilute the shampoo. So you should apply shampoo over the wet scalp. You pour some water, then apply the shampoo. So there is a small principle here. I always tell the people, follow 3 twos. What are all the twos here? One is, weekly twice you have to take the shampoo bath. And when you are taking the shampoo bath, 2 times you have to take, not morning and night, at the same time. You have to take 2. So how to take? So initially you wet the scalp, then apply the shampoo, then wait for 2 minutes. The third 2 is 2 minutes. So you apply the shampoo, wait for 2. It should act. For that it needs some time. So to act on the fungus, it needs minimum of 2 minutes. Sometimes we need it for 3 to 4 minutes also. So usually 2 minutes will be enough. So 2 minutes you have to wait, then wash, then again apply. Then again wait for 2 minutes. Then rinse. So 2 times in a week, 2 times on the day of taking bath, 2 minutes between the 2 applications. If you are going to do like that, whatever be the shampoo you like, it will be 8 weeks time you will get rid of the dandruff problem. If you come to me into my clinic, I will prescribe some shampoo, whichever company is sponsoring me, I am going to write that shampoo. That is the only thing. That will be costing 250, 30, 300 rupees. Ordinary shampoo on the market is going to be 60, 70 rupees. If you buy a sachet of shampoo, that is very cheap. So other problem than dandruff is, you should not apply more oil to the scalp. Many times our people will be applying oil when they get more dandruff. So the problem with oil is, already the problem of dandruff is because of the oil produced by the skin. And if you are going to apply some more oil, you are adding fuel to the fire. So this extra oil will attract the fungus again and it will produce more dandruff. So it is better not to apply much of. I don't think nobody should apply oil on their head. There is a custom in our part of country, we apply oil, but you should be applied very thin, very small quantity, so that you can comb your hair. You should not apply oil so that your brain becomes cool and your eyes become bright and your memory becomes very good. It's all falsehood. Nothing will work. So I have not applied oil on my scalp from 9th standard onwards, because at that time I developed pimples and the doctor told, don't apply oil, don't take oily food. So only one thing I can do. So I have stopped applying oil. Still I am taking the oily food. So that is what is happening now. So this is something about dandruff. The other thing is, many people think dandruff produces hair fall. Unfortunately, that is not a true statement. Dandruff never produces hair fall. What happens is, because of the scratching, we produce itching and scratching, and we pull more hair out of our own interest, and we put the blame on the dandruff. So actually speaking, there is no proof that dandruff by itself produces more hair fall. It is a very falsehood thing. Many girls are going to be listening to this session, and girls are likely to have another thing, lice on their head. So pediculosis, we call it as pediculosis capitis, lice. So the lice is a blood sucking parasite on our scalp. So what to be done? So there are so many things available. Another thing here is, good hygiene with a regular bath itself will make lice go away. And you can apply a thing called permethrin, which is available, or gamma benzene hexachloride solution that is available. So these can be applied every week. You have to apply for 2 or 3 weeks, and because the nits will be there, the adult lice will be there, small nits, white things will be there on the scalp, that will come out of the hair and it will produce more generations of lice. So you have to apply regularly for 2 or 3 weeks, and lice problem will be over. The period of olden days, they used to apply kerosene oil over the scalp too, because it will not be able to breathe and it will die. But unfortunately, sometimes fire accidents can occur because of that, so nobody is using that now. But still, there are diseases like that, and nobody is going to produce more lice, because one lice from one person to another person will be going. Many people think male will not be getting it. Sometimes if they have long hair, they can also get it. So another very common problem for your age is going to be a disease called scabies. So itch mite. So the scabies usually occurs in the hostels, because they are clinging together, students, and from one person it goes. It is also another parasitic disease which is going to produce severe itching at night. After 6 o'clock, the mite starts wandering and it produces itching, and this person will be sketching one area, they will produce it to another area. So gradually whole body will be involved. So for that also, the doctor will be giving gamma benzene hexachloride or permethrin, whatever it is. Here also the personal hygiene matters. So you should have a washed clothing, and you should have a regular bath, and you keep away from those people who are scratching in your hostel. Anybody who is having scratching, don't go near them, don't use their clothings on your part. So if they are going to be avoided, you can have a nice life in the hostel. So this is a very common thing. Very rarely, very young children, not your age, but very young children, because of scabies, they can have kidney problem also. So the face will be puffy and they will be having protein loss, and that will be a very dangerous problem because of scabies. Part 9th, 10th students usually does not occur. Another problem, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, you are all going to be there. Very common problem. Your parents take you to the doctor is pimples. So what is a pimple? We call it as acne vulgaris. Acne means eruption. Vulgar means common. So what is common? For your age, it is the common eruption. It is not a disease. Is this again a disease of the age? Because of the maturing age, adolescent age, what happens? The hormones take the upper hand. Till puberty, we are all 50-50 only. We are males by organ, but we are not full males. We are females by organ, but we are not full females. So only at the time of puberty, our hormones take the upper hand, and gradually what happens? You develop a mush, and the ladies develop a periods, and they develop a breast, and all these things happen physically, and along with that, the face develops more shining because of oil secretion. So what is this oil secretion is needed by the nature. Why this nature is giving oil secretion over the face? Because till then you are all young boys and girls. Now you are becoming a man and woman. So what nature thinks, if I produce more oil, this boy will be attracted to a girl, and this girl will be attracted to a boy, and they will fall in love, and they will get married, and they will have all the sufferings. So this is what the nature thinks. So gradually this important thing is produced for our progeny production, one thing, and it is for attraction also. So attraction is given by this shiny face, is given by this oil produced by the face. But unfortunately this oil attracts, like your fungus, some bacteria also. This bacteria comes and settles on your face. They block the oil glands, and this oil will not be coming out. But like a balloon, it will be gradually, because the oil is going to be produced anyway. It will not stop. So the function is going to be continuous, and it will be producing more oil, but it cannot come out because of the blocking effect of the bacteria. Gradually what happens? The oil gland bulges. This bulged oil gland is called pimples. So what should we do? So we have got two diseases which is produced by oil. One is dandruff, one is pimples. What should not we do? We have already seen, don't apply more oil there. Here this oil should be removed from the face. What should we do? Every day twice you wash with warm water. Any soap can be applied, and there are medically available also soaps to kill the bacteria. So you can apply those soaps which kill the bacteria if you have got more pimples, or very minor things you got. Just wash the face, that is enough, with ordinary soap. And sometimes these people will develop very big nodules on the face, nodular actinical. For that we may be giving some antibiotics orally also. They have to take internally some antibiotics for 15 days, sometimes 1 month they have to take. And especially for girls also there is a problem. There is a disease called the PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And polycystic ovarian syndrome, girls will be having irregular periods, they will be obese, and they will have more pimples and more hair on the face, mush and chin area they will be having more hair. These people will be needing some hormonal treatment by the gynecologist. So we have to go for gynecologist management for these girls, and along with that dermatologist will come and give some ointments or creams or gels they will be giving. So that should be applied regularly till you get rid of the thing. So when will you get rid of the things? We don't know. It may be there for 2 years, it may be there for 3 years. It all depends upon your hormone production and the oil production. So if you follow these things, it will be easier. And what you should not do in a pimples. So there in the dandruff, no oil should be applied. Here what should not be, you should not take your hands to the face. If you are going to try to remove these pimples by your fingernails, what happens? You will be giving some extra bacteria from your hand to the pimples, and it will become pus laden. So there will be pus formation, and there will be scar formation also. So once the scar is produced, it will be a permanent affair. It will be very difficult to remove. We have got laser and other things. Even laser can remove certain types of scar only, not all the types of scar. So it is better not to meddle with the pimples with your hands. Never take that. And it will produce a dark pigmentation also. Sometimes it will produce black coloration, because all because of, not because of the pimples, it is all because of you damaging your skin over the face. So this is the important thing. And is there any diet restrictions for pimples? Olden days they used to tell no chocolate, no oil food, no fried foods, everything. But nowadays it is proved you can take anything. For pimples you need not starve at all. You can take anything, you can eat. Don't bother about. Anyhow, sometimes we tell chocolates, cocoa containing things. There are some studies which say cocoa will attract this bacteria, Propionibacter machinus, there is a bacteria. It can attract the bacteria and produce more pimples. That is one thing. So this is one main thing which you happen to see in your thing. Another things which occurs because of the bacteria is called impetigo and furuncle boils, common heat boils you say. It is not because of the heat. It is called heat boil because it occurs more during the summer. So that is why it is called. So these are all bacterial infections. Again it is produced by the poor hygiene of the skin. It is not, so whenever you go for play or anything, when you come out into the open, the bacteria are there to attack you. So when you come back to the house, you should see that you are washing your face, hands and feet properly. So if you are going to do such things, especially this nail area, it should be cleaned properly, and you should not be growing nails for fashion. So it should be properly cut. If you are going to do such things, this bacteria will not damage your skin at all. So this is one thing. Another thing is paronychia, nagachuthumanga, some bulge in the fingernail. That also, when you are playing in the sand and other things, the bacteria goes through the nail into the surrounding skin, that becomes bulged out and it produces severe pain. Usually people will apply lemon and put this and that, and we give some antibiotics. So the main thing is, again, when you are playing in the sand and other things, going out in the open, see that you are washing your skin properly. So another very common thing, especially when summer comes, is chickenpox. It is a virus disorder. So first we thought some bacterial disorder and parasitic disorder we have seen, and this is a viral disorder we are going to see. So chickenpox is very common during summer. Usually children get it, sometimes adults also get it. When they have not received the virus in the early childhood, they will be getting it later. So chickenpox produces a mild fever will be there, and the rash comes after 1 or 2 days, and they will crust and they will go to somebody else also.